Hello Libra, the scales, you balance, and I'm going to talk to you about lots of things going on astrologically in June. So please get out your notebook and we're going to write a lot of dates down. Astrology is all about timing. And I'm Noelle. I'm with followtheplanets.com or Facebook and Instagram. I read astrology and I also read tarot. If you're interested, you can contact me there. So let's get started. With Libra, I balance. We're going to start with the eclipses. June 5th, we have our first of three. They come in twos or threes. Please look at my video about eclipses. It'll just tell you what they're about, what to do, what not to do, what to expect, and that this is going to be in the areas of life that they're going to show up for you. So the first one on the 5th, we've got a lunar eclipse. That means a full moon eclipse. It's in Sagittarius. And this is in your third house of communication. So something that you're communicating and talking about, negotiating contracts, things like that, is coming to a full. It's accumulated, or it's coming to an end. Something is exposed in this communication area. You're writing a book and you're launching it, or something that you've been talking about, writing, doing on the internet. Something like this is coming to a full, and I will let you know this is a rough one. This is a rough eclipse because it is square, and where you're going to have a problem or a conflict is going to be in how you want to take action with work. So what you want to communicate and is coming to a full, and how you want to take action with your daily work routine. That's what this is. It's your daily work, your employees, your employer. It's about your health. It's about your well-being, what you eat. Something is just not in sync there, okay, in those types of areas of your life. And what I want you to do to help this is really get organized. And for you, get organized by, and this one is a little different, but by putting like meditation or something spiritual in your daily life, and something really creative. Really do things that are creative and organize that creativity, so everything's in its proper place, and it'll make it easier for you to go and paint or sing or play music, and get things organized, even around your house, just to make things flow better. So that's what I would say for you, Libra. This first one's going to be rough. And then we've got some aspects might be okay, but some might be rough. This is one of the rough ones. I don't know your chart, so your specific chart, it's that specific, but that's one area that could be rough for you on that eclipse on the 5th. And then June 20th, we have a solar eclipse. That's a new moon eclipse. That means new beginnings, and this is in Cancer. Cancer rules anything domestic, the home, the family, the mom. It's also about your security in your home, so something new there. Now this one is a little bit different, so it's not like you can launch something new that's domestic, or if you do move, there could be some problems, or if you start with a new contractor who's doing something out of your home, there could also be problems, and that's because Mercury is retrograde by then. And with that, although you want to start something new with your home, and maybe it has to do with your career. Look, this is in your area of career, authority, male figures, responsibility, discipline, and and your reputation in your community, your status. So how you want to move forward with that, there's like a forward, but then you've got to go back and review, redo, rewrite, retalk, and get it so that it's more perfected. And whatever it is you want to start new in this area, maybe you're working out of your home, maybe you're setting up a home office, but there's a forward and backward going on in that area. And we'll talk about Mercury later, about its retrograde, and you can look at what to do and what not to do during Mercury retrograde on my other video. We've got another third eclipse on July 4th, and this one is a full moon eclipse, so something is coming to an end in this area of your home, something domestic, something, your mom, something's ending in your home. And Mercury is still retrograde at this point, so you do want to watch those contracts. You want to make them open-ended if you do have to sign them. You know, there could still be talks going on. You know, maybe you need to revisit talks going on with a family member or something like that. That's what this has to do with. And something is coming to full with your home and your career. And there it is again. There it is again. So that seems to be really your, you know, from mid-month into July, it's about home and career and shifts and changes in those two areas. And a lot of kind of forward and backward too, with Mercury in your in Cancer, which rules the home, but it's also in your 10th house, which is the area of career. So whatever you're taking action in with your career out of your home, there seems to be some forward, backward, and some redoing, which is okay. That's what's needed right now. Now on the 4th, there's an opportunity, and there's a really good aspect as well with what is going to propel you into the future. It might be a shocking surprise. It might be something out of the blue, but it's a good thing. And it's very grounding. So it's structured. It's something that's reliable, although shocking, and it's going to be in this house of transformation. So transformation means that something needs to die in order for something to be reborn. So that transformation that's going to happen, and it includes intimacy, sex, shared resources with a partner, shared money. It involves bigger amounts of money, like loans, taxes, debts, things like that. So there's something that's good going on with this, in an opportunity also, with home and career. So look for that on the 4th of July. And then we're going to move to Venus. You are ruled by Venus. And let me see here. So Venus goes direct right now. It is retrograde. And it goes direct on the 24th of June. It's been retrograde. It'll be retrograde for 40 days total. And I'll tell you about it first, and then I have some dates that we went over for you to write down, and some more dates as well. So this is in the area that you're really reviewing the big picture of love, the big picture of what pleasures you, beauty, art. It's a time to review that, and um, rethink about how you express your love with this big picture, or and it's philosophical. You could really, you know, learn more about love and your style of love, and maybe you know, there's things up for review in the big picture of what it is you want in love. And it's a good time to read about it, write and journal. It's a good time to really go within and review your love style, what needs updating, and, you know, again, what's working and what isn't working. And when it goes direct, it will be a great time to express your love in this new way. And Venus is in Gemini. Venus is the planet of love. Gemini is about that communication. So communicating love, writing about it, emailing, putting little notes in your lover's pocket, things like that. You know, all philosophized and pre-thought about. If you're single, you could really have an interest in somebody who's from another country or another whole area, another whole city. That could be going on, where you start talking with somebody from this whole other culture and a whole other world. And you may find two lovers. That's what Gemini is all about. Gemini goes in twos, so you would have a decision at some point to make between them, if you want to move forward with them. So that's what's going on with Venus Libra. And then we're going to go into Mercury. So Mercury here, there's a few things. Oh, let me tell you about the dates for Venus. I'm sorry. April 9th, if you've been following me, I had you write notes on what happened on April 9th, who you talked to, who you wrote, what your thoughts were, what you did on that day from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed. And I want you to write notes again and compare to see what comes up again between June 19th and June 30th. What comes back up again? And this is going to be in the area of love and how you communicate love, and how you want to expand, how what the big picture is, what the final goal is with love. So think of that. There are more notes to come in July, and more to come with this. There's more thoughts all through August about love, your style, the big picture, and where you're going with it, and what you want from love, all through the end of August. Or beginning of August, and we'll go over that more. Okay, on to Mercury. So Mercury is going to go retrograde. Everybody seems to know about Mercury retrograde on June 18th to July 11th. All planets go retrograde. Mercury, we know, because it goes retrograde the most often, 3 times a year, and Mercury is a planet that affects us more because it's a personal planet. So what I want you to do is June 1st, I want you to write down what happens on this day. It's going to come back again July 9th through July 14th. And I want you to initiate talks, something related to your home and your career. The two are what the theme are into July. So home and career is what you need to look at, and really what you're talking about, what you're thinking about, who you're talking to, who you're writing. Write all of this down. Write what you're doing from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed, because that's going to come back again in July, those dates I mentioned. Now, again, with Mercury in retrograde, that's going to have you continue to review something that's going on with your career and how to move forward with it. And you're going to have to redo, rewrite, rescript, re-interview, it's going to be going back again. Now, if you're going to go with a job that you had before, that's okay. If you go with a boss that you worked with before, or some other person you worked with before, that's okay. You know what you're getting yourself into. But with contracts, I'm going to say try and really keep them open-ended. Any lease, contract, any negotiation, you're talking about them, they need to be changeable. If you want to do something for 30 days and then revisit it, that's okay, because it will continue to change. And again, this is something that involves your domestic life as well. And I have more notes for you to take on June 4th. So there's an opportunity here that's going to continue. And again, getting June 4th, I want you to take notes on who you talked to, what was talked about, who you're writing, what you're doing all day. That's going to come back again on the 30th. But where the opportunity is going to be with this something that's going to propel you into the future technology, future science, humanity, something that puts the company or somebody you're with, or something more gives you steps forward, basically. And this is very grounding. It's very grounding, but it has this method, it has structure, it's reliable. It's something to build. And this is in this area of transformation. So this is exciting. It's an area of transformation. Something needs to be dropped off here so that you can open up new doors. And what you got to question, what is not working anymore? What is not working anymore, so that you can open new doors, and you can stop those things. And again, this has to do with a partner's resources, their income, your shared property, shared resources, big money, big loans, taxes, debts. And so this type of conversation is going to happen again on June 30th in a big way. These talks are going to be expanded on, but you want to take notes between June 30th and July 3rd to see how those talks have transformed and evolved. And then you can really get something more solid July 20th and 22nd. You can get things solid, we talked about, and more concrete then. And now we're going to talk about Mars. Mars is in Pisces in your 6th house. It's a great time for you to get active, get healthy, really take action in how you organize your daily home, your daily functional life, what you're doing each day, and get all of that organized and structured. That's a great thing to do through the 28th of this month. Then Mars, the planet of action, moves into your partnership house for whopping 6 months. So that's something to look forward to too. But when you're getting active, go spiritually active. Do some yoga, do stretches, go for nature walks, do meditation, and really have it structured in your daily schedule of when you're going to do these things. Another thing you can do is get creative. Go back to drawing, painting, singing, dancing, playing an instrument, whatever it is that you find creative. It can be something on the computer, it can be anything. Creativity has no limits. So really get creative. That will be helpful, and really find a way to heal during this time. Everybody needs healing, and with healing, that means you need to let go of something, and look to spiritual institutions or things like that that could help you. Everybody needs help sometimes. So help you find a different way that you don't know about that could help release these things. So this physical action is really ultimately a healing. It's something that'll help heal you. So take those actions, Libra. That's what I have for you. Again, I'm Noelle with followtheplanets.com, Facebook and Instagram. You can contact me there. I read astrology and tarot. Thanks so much, Libra.